TFSI from a Mark 6.
Awesome motorbike.
Cool
we'll start that again.
Wait.
That's
no, all right.
As you can see, we're out in the Mark 1 Golf GTI.
No, energy.
Energy.
Come on, that was flat as a pancake.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
Okay, welcome back. Here we are with the Golf GTI, out on location with a stunning sunset that's going to be gone in about 12 seconds.
OG.
So, but we're going to go for a drive. I've never driven the car.
No.
And this is an 82, which is the same year you were born.
39 years old.
This has lasted on the planet the same time you have.
And it's in better nick than I am as well.
There you go. But so you've transplanted it, so it's got an Audi S3.
Audi S3 engine. I would love to say I transplanted it.
Oh yeah.
I can't
Captain
take credit
Owen.
for that, yeah. Colin.
Oh, Captain Colin, sorry.
Captain Barnes. Colin did all the work on this. She still needs some work doing. There's other little bits we have to do to it. But what he's created, is it possible to have a car from the 80s that performs well and is still a daily drive, or you can still use it as a daily car?
I'll be the judge of that.
That's really good because Nick's never driven it.
No,
so
we'll
find out, won't we?
Yeah, yeah. So just the headlines. Engine from an Audi S3.
Yep.
Which is what, like a Mark 1? 2000-ish?
S3, like a 225 engine that's had a tune.
Okay.
And an intake and an intercooler and an exhaust. Basic stuff.
Okay. And a gearbox?
Yeah, gearbox is from a Mark 6 Golf GTI. 6-speed.
Okay. Oh, 6-speed, yeah?
6-speed, yeah.
This would have originally had a 4.
A GTI would have had a 5-speed.
I would have 5-speed.
A lot came
right,
with 4-speed gearboxes, yeah.
And then the rest of it's kind of as is?
The rest of it's factory.
Period wheels?
No, the wheels are matched to period.
Yeah.
So they are Schmidt, TH, something or other. I don't know, but they're on trend.
I'm not a big fan of modified cars, but I think that suits it really well.
They do, they're bang
sort of
on
like
trend.
turbo fans, kind of a bit like that sort of look.
Retro era. It's got Spax coilovers on it. It's got a rear anti-roll bar, which they wouldn't have had from the factory.
Cool.
A stainless exhaust, and that's kind of it. Real basic stuff. Because I didn't want it to be an all-out kind of
mosquito.
I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be a mosquito. No, I didn't want it to be a. I didn't want it to be some sort of race car that needs constant maintenance.
No.
I want to get in it, and turn the key.
Like a genuine car, isn't it?
It's like, a real honest Golf GTI from 4 years ago. It's had no paintwork done. You know, and it's in a few places. She's got some battle scars. But actually, she's a very honest little car, and actually, it's presentable.
Yeah, oh, 100%, 100%. For a car that's been around 40 years, Christ, it looks better than most that have been around 20 years. So.
The only thing I probably would change is the window tints.
I don't mind that, but yeah, fair enough.
And maybe some bodywork.
Okay,
again,
clean it up a little bit.
If you do the bodywork, and it's like a really clean example, are you going to want to use it? Will it be a daily car?
Yeah.
That's it.
You can't bring out the box and expect it to go back in the box exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay. I want to see what you reckon on it.
You reckon that? What's the power out of it?
We reckon like 270-ish.
270. Okay, it's a bit of poke.
Which is not bad.
It weighs like a ton.
80s. 850 kilos, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's nothing, is it? So, all right. Well, B-roll, driving. My verdict.
Yes.
There you go. In a nutshell.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
What's going on here? I like this little manoeuvre thing.
I was going to ask you, I want to know, how do you...
It goes in like a tape deck. Oh, you go double?
Yeah. So, you didn't know that because you know... Right, so, quick rundown. What are the first things that you notice about this car that signifies its age?
It's very boxy.
Very.
The A-pillars and everything is like minimal. So, visibility is actually really good.
Yeah.
But safety is probably taking a hit for that.
But then they didn't. This was safe back in the day.
Yeah. But 40 years ago, I mean, I wasn't even on this earth 40 years ago.
I wasn't safe 40 years ago.
No, exactly, no. But it's awesome. The golf ball steering wheel.
Yes.
Is that where it originated from then?
That is it. And
obviously golf and.
Yeah, and then I think, as I understand it, until DSG, even I think maybe the DSG.
They did it as a homage, didn't they?
Yeah,
I have seen like Mark 5s and Mark 6s with them. Sounds good, obviously. It's very turbo-y, very dump valve-y,
lots
very
of and all that business,
which I love because I like all that 80s, 90s stuff.
But it's old school, it's like...
Do you know, I wish I could show you or find a way to describe the smells in here. It smells like if you were to find a really old jacket in the back of your granddad's cupboard.
Yeah.
It smells like that, but it's, you know, it's nice in a way.
It's kind of a bit, yeah, it's nice. It's not a horrible smell. They all smell...
I have noticed that we're doing, what, 60?
Not even that old.
Okay, and we're having to talk quite loud because of road noise.
Yes.
So again, it comes down to, you know, age of the car, but all the plastics survive really well.
Pretty good. There's a little bit on the vent here, but...
Not too much cracking or anything like that, but it's a really nice place to be.
Yeah.
It's quite squat as well, isn't it?
Tiny.
It's a very small car.
Yeah.
Love the little GTI touches here and there. And
jeez.
wow, weren't they going? Go on, race!
Jesus.
That was intense.
It's warm. It's warm.
Really warm. It's really warm. We're having to wrap this up a little bit. We're sort of on a... Oh my god. We're somewhat being drowsed by Bike Wednesday, you said it was?
It's Bike Wednesday locally, yeah.
So every Wednesday they go driving, like, out and riding?
And they all go out on their bikes on a Wednesday, and it's quite an experience. I'm not a bike guy, but it's quite an experience watching some of the stuff. I mean, they come
That was like MotoGP, wasn't it?
That was well over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. But we digress.
Yeah.
Car. So, let's go for a couple of pulls, because I don't know. I mean, I've certainly never experienced 800 kilograms to 260, 70 brake horsepower.
Ish, yeah, exactly.
So I'd be interested to see how it goes. If there's, again, we have to be quite loud. If there is banging and crashing, we've got all the camera gear as well, so apologies for that, but we'll do our best.
I've managed to place the camera gear where we might not need it.
Okay.
So
again?
No.
If it goes flying out of the car.
It might just disappear. Right, so second gear,
second gear pull.
Second gear.
Oh, I'm ready.
Ready? That was wheels, but
traction's interesting. Oh! Mate, that was all over the place. This thing is sketchy as hell. What the hell?
Did you expect that?
No.
Did it surprise you though?
Did it shock you though? That's like on ice all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
It's like losing traction left, right, centre.
Second gear, it wants to yank you all over the road.
Jesus
Third
Christ.
gear, it gives you a nice big push.
Wow.
But when you're driving it normally, you just wouldn't expect that it does that.
No, I mean, I'm going to be brutally honest, we drove to location and he took it so easy to get my reaction on camera, so that was mental.
That's good, isn't it?
It's like, all over the place.
And you have to fight, because it's manual steering, no power steering.
Yeah.
You have to fight the steering wheel a little bit. No ABS.
No, of course not.
But it's got G60 brakes and yellow stuff pads, I think.
G60 was a bit Corrado?
No, that was the Golf G60.
Oh, Golf G60.
From way back when.
Should be right. This thing's mental. There's a lot of driver input, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so basic. I absolutely love it.
We just light him up here with it.
I could put it in second or third. You put your foot down and it wants to skate and like take you on a ride. That was third gear. That was third gear.
And there's an Audi S3.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
What's cool about this car as well is you'd never know. Like looking at it, it looks so unassuming. I mean, it is a Golf GTI. It's a sporty car.
Sporty, yeah.
I mean, what would it have? Like 100 brake?
They were 115 or 112 or something. Okay. They did a 1.6 and a 1.8.
Yeah.
So at the weekend, on Monday, we went to SMMT's test day.
Yeah.
Went out in a few cars. Really, there were some beautiful cars there. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, 505 horsepower, SMG transmission, all this stuff. Really, really nice car. And I got in that. It was a work of art. But I didn't react how I just responded then.
No.
I've driven this many times, and every time I get in it, I think, man, that is a hoot.
What's the word I keep coming back to you with old cars? Theatre.
Theatre is exactly it. Yeah.
It's everything. It's the smells. It's the sounds. It's everything. Like this BMW, that's going to be. Oh, we're going, are we? Oh, it's lively. He's having it as well. It is so lively. It's so lively. It kind of wants to kill you a little bit.
It does. That is what I love about cars. About some cars, there has to be an element of thrill. Because if there's not, you can have 1,000 horsepower, but if it feels there's no edge to it, then where's the fun? Where is the fun?
I was planning on driving this car, but I think we'll come back to that when it's not
you should
so.
You definitely should.
When it's not so dark and a bit crashy, we'll come back to that. Right. Okay. Let's sum up some of the bits on it. So, So Golf is just about to celebrate 45 years old.
Yes.
And they're bringing out a Club Sport 45,
Yep.
which marks the 45th anniversary. Now, the actual bells and whistles aren't that impressive. I think I personally would rather spend half the money. What are these? Are these 10, 15
These
grand?
are decent GTIs. I mean, I don't know.
Like
I
a
haven't
tiny
looked at them.
example.
I think a decent one is probably 12 to 15 grand.
Yeah, okay,
now-ish.
so personally, I would probably want to put the money into that. But then, as a daily driver that kind of does everything, I think Golf's kept that message.
Yeah.
And we said earlier on that you could daily this, and it really wouldn't be that bad if your job was to drive to a venue and work.
Yeah, if you don't have to drive every day, like all day every day.
I drive for work, so I have to drive around for my job.
Yeah.
And in this, I think that would get tiresome a little bit because it's quite warm in here. It's quite loud. If I've got to do a long journey, and it's just me. I mean, I'm quite an old person in a young person's body sometimes.
You are. You really are.
Thanks. Wow, yeah, I'm really.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm still trying to. Oh, the way it skates. If we had buttocks cam, I would be so clean. You couldn't get a thought past my buttocks right now. I am so tense.
But the thing is, and this is the reason it's got a really factory style exhaust that comes out at the same angle.
Yeah, it is unassuming.
KO4 turbo, nothing out of the ordinary. It's a performance car. You know, it's got.
Yeah.
It's the larger turbo in the 180 range that they made like as a factory.
Right.
But no like super loud stuff.
No,
you know,
it's very easy going.
and
really.
it's like a jack in the box. You know.
Yeah.
It's a real bit of
And
a
fair play to Barnes for creating this. He knows his bag stuff quite well.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did his Jetta that we've shown a few times on the channel. It might make a return actually, but don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
Because it might have sold by then. That's basically the reason why we love the car. It's not like we don't want the car on the channel, but yeah, it might have sold by then. But yeah, I would like. I mean, this thing. Yeah, I'm trying to get words out to describe it, but it's really good fun.
Yeah, but I mean, theatre, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm using.
yeah.
It's got a nice heavy clutch.
Has it?
Well,
Yeah.
I say heavy.
Seems quite a tight gearbox as well.
Gearbox
Obviously,
is tight.
from a 6, so it's going to be.
Yeah, so it's got a Mark 6 gearbox with a Diesel Geeks shifter and some other. Colin would know.
So that's going to be like a 2010, isn't it? Something like that.
Ish, yeah. So we used all of the stuff, all of the components to make it a direct swap. So stuff that was like, if you could buy it as a kit,
Yeah.
we put it on this car. We didn't want to be making stuff. Someone else has already done the R&D and all the homework.
Yeah.
Just let them do it and buy the kit. If you can afford, if you're building a car and someone does a kit for any of it, I would say, from experience, buy the kit because it takes out so much like trial and error and measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
You put it on, the engine
Someone's
mounts
done the hard work for you.
exactly.
Yeah.
The engine, I've got Epitech engine mounts, and a Diesel Geeks shifter, short shifter as well. So it just bolts on and it works. You make a few adjustments, how do I prefer it, and it works, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to daily this. I live 200 yards from where I work.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to drive to work,
This would be a lot
I would
of fun.
drive it. I'd take the long route round. In fact, I would even go to say it's more fun than my Golf R.
I've actually driven that. All right, it wasn't producing what it should have produced at the time.
It's still fast.
Yeah, it was fast, but it was yeah, I mean, they're lacking, aren't they? I mean, you're an advocate. I mean, when you bought the Golf R, I think I was a bit like, I don't know, that suits him. That was a bit okay, that's a weird choice. Then you tried to justify it by saying, yeah, but I want something I can track and enjoy and daily, and the kids can get in it or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fair, that's cool. You know, I don't have that lifestyle, so I kind of get why you want both worlds.
Yeah.
And a Golf does that. It has been doing that for, as I said, the last 45 years. So
they're just about big enough to do the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, they're not like a real compact little sports car.
No.
Only now, this has got a twist of lemon.
Yeah,
and you can do the things and you can drive a classic car and a retro car and have some fun in it. And like, it's kind of, I would say it's as quick, it feels as quick as a factory Golf R, I would say.
Yeah,
They're
because of the power to weight.
Yeah.
They're about 1,500 keys, aren't they?
15, something like that, and this is 850.
Yeah.
So you got a lot
nearly
more.
half the weight.
Half the weight and twice the drama.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. Yeah.
Okay, so just quickly summarise. So I will take this out for a drive. That might be, are we gonna drag it, aren't we?
We need to do a draggy.
So maybe I'll have a little spurt then on the drag. I won't do the draggy, but maybe I'll have a little drive then.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
When it's got a bit more roadworthiness, maybe. Like
Well,
the roads
I mean,
aren't as busy.
she's only.
We're losing light.
As you may have seen in some of the pictures, there's some wiring in the engine bay that needs tidying up.
Yeah.
There's some little adjustments here
But
and there.
you've just got it, haven't you? You've had it like a month.
I've had it a month, and it starts and drives and works thanks to Colin.
Yeah.
So when I go out in it, it puts a huge smile on my face, and I think, excuse me, I'll get around to that, but we're in race season at the moment and we're constantly doing stuff to the race cars. So, you know, I mean,
as you will see in a video that's just been uploaded tonight. Yeah, there you go. I'm really sorry about the light. We've driven literally to the last knock-ins of daylight, but I've actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, thanks for taking me out in it.
Mate, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and if you would really, if you could hit the bell and just share our videos. If you like our stuff, then we'd really like to. We want to continue to do more stuff, and we want other people to see it. And if it's something you enjoy, maybe your friends might enjoy as well.
Perfect. Catch you on the next one.
Peace.